Gobble, 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 guys. It's turkey time. I'm going to show you a fantastic way to make sure that your turkey is juicy every single time. And the secret to that is brining. There's a lot of talk about that lately. And brine is just simply just a salt mixture and herb mixture to get it into our bird so our bird is completely seasoned throughout and it won't dry out, because the dark meat takes a little bit longer to cook than the white meat. 180, 165. So brining really helps keep this bird nice and juicy. And then the second secret, of course, is to let it rest. Don't just take it off the grill or smoker or the oven and cut right into it. You gotta let it rest. And what that does, it relaxes the muscles. That juice gets sucked back into your bird as well. And that will create a juicy bird. Or if you were to cut it, it'd be dry as a desert, and nobody wants a dry turkey. This is American tradition for many, many years. And you want to bring a nice, beautiful, moist brown turkey to that table. Alright guys, for our simple brine mixture, this works great for a 14 to 16 pound turkey. So I'm going to show you. So first things first, we got our seasoning mix right here. So we have about 1 cup of salt, which I use kosher salt. And then one of my favorite seasonings that I like to use is the organic no salt seasoning. There's 21 different spices in this. It's very, very good. Some of the spices I can name off is organic onion, organic garlic, organic carrot, organic black pepper, organic red bell pepper, organic tomato, organic orange peel, organic parsley, organic bay leaves, and thyme, and basil, and celery, lemon peel, oregano, savory, mustard. There's a lot of seasonings in there. Goes great with poultry. And then I also took about a tablespoon of poultry seasoning, which is some sage, just to get that extra Thanksgiving flavor in there. And then I threw in an extra tablespoon of peppercorns. And then we're going to put that in vegetable broth that we're going to heat it up 1 gallon's worth. And we're going to also add in about a 1/2 cup of sugar, a light brown sugar, get that nice little sweet molasses kind of tape. So we're going to bring this to a boil. As soon as it's to a boil, we're going to shut it off. Also, you want to make sure when you do this to pull your turkey at least 2 to 3 days before you're roasting, to make sure you've thawed out if you bought a frozen turkey. Otherwise, that's irrelevant. So first things first, here we go. Alright, so on the stove, I got the gallon of vegetable stock going, mixed with our seasoning blend. We're going to bring that to a boil, but while we wait for that, we're going to check our turkey right here. Always comes with our neck. We're going to save this. We're going to make that into a lovely, lovely gravy. And we also got to check for the heart.
What do they put in the inner cavity usually? It's the liver, the neck, and the heart?
And the kidneys.
And the kidneys.
Yeah. Sometimes they stick it up here in the neck in this little bag, which is the case right here. So make sure you look for this bag.
Don't forget it.
Yeah.
I know people have forgotten it.
So we got our...
I think my mom did one year.
Really? That's funny. So we got our kidneys.
It doesn't taste good if you forget it.
We got our kidneys, our liver here. So this is what we use to make our stock.
And gravy.
Yep, our gravy. So just save that. Actually, you know, my favorite part, my tradition when I grew up, I always asked my mom for the neck when we were done with it. I know I'm weird, but I like kind of chewing on that neck. Alright, so now that we got our stuff in, we're going to take this turkey, we're going to put it face down. You want to do this in a 5-gallon bucket if you have a bigger turkey than mine. This is just a 10-pounder that I'm doing because it's just me and I'm not feeding an army. Just me and my wife. I'll donate this food to a homeless shelter when I'm done with this video. So we're going to put this face down and we're going to simply just wait for our brine to go. I also have about 1 gallon of ice water as well in the sink. So we're going to add all that once our vegetable stock comes to a boil, and then we're going to let it cool down for room temperature. And you want to let this brine for at least 8 to 16 hours. Alright, so stir this every once in a while. As soon as it comes to a boil, which it pretty much did here. Obviously you should use the bigger pot like my wife would always say. But now that we got to a boil, just shut this off and let this come to room temperature. And then once it comes to room temperature, we're going to pour this over our bird. Alright, now that our awesome brine came to a boil, cooled down, room temperature, or even refrigerated is fine, nice and cold. We're going to put our turkey breast side down. We're going to marinate this or brine this for 8 to 16 hours. So halfway through, whatever you choose, just give it a little flip. So we're going to add our brine here.
Does it matter how you pour it in?
No, you just want to make sure that it covers the turkey. So, here we go. Look at that beautiful seasoning of this in our brine. We just put all over in here. And I'm just going to throw more ice. I'm going to keep this nice and cold. I do recommend if you have a 5-gallon bucket, use a 5-gallon bucket. This will be fine for me.
Wow, look at all those herbs just floating around in there.
There we go.
Ice bath for the turkey.
Yeah, and just give it a little whirl just to make sure you get that seasoning going. Well, you can see all that seasoning, the salt right here is gonna give our bird a really nice flavor. So
good.
we're gonna let this hang out in our fridge for 8 to 16, and then we're gonna take it out, and then we're gonna let it dry out so that skin will be really nice and dry, and it'll crisp very nicely in our oven. So this is how we do our turkey brine, guys. Stay tuned. I will show you how to cook it. Thanks for watching.